I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago.
I want to talk about the new mayor of New York and his wife, the victory of WGTOW in New York. People say Mamdani, but in reality, guys, it is WGTOW victory. As much as I don't play politics, the socio-economic landscape is intertwined with the dating market at some point. I mean, just ignoring the social aspect to focus on that 1 millimeter upper eyelid exposure is never gonna move the needle. For most men, at least. Like, guys, okay, looks, of course, looks. We say that, but today's 8s are gonna be tomorrow's 7. Are you gonna get another surgery next year? If you wanna understand how and why WGTOW has been winning, if you wanna understand the 63% army, you gotta look at the socio-political landscape. People say looks max. Sure, looks max. I say that too, but the reality is, looks maxing cannot save the 63% army. It can't. Looks maxing won't save the 80-90% of men from being inconsequential, expendable oofy-doofies, working a job they hate, living a life just tolerating it. If you are some 4 out of 10, 5'8" guy working a shitty job, eating raw meat, obsessing over 1 millimeter upper eyelid exposure ain't gonna save you from this. From the wrath of WGTOW. It is coming, guys. The wrath of WGTOW is upon us.
Study after study has shown that when men make less than women, women generally don't want to marry them. Now, maybe they should want to marry them, but they don't.
Effectiveness of looks maxing, and I mean especially the soft looks maxing when it comes to actual on-the-ground results, real results in real life, it's a lie. You have been sold a lie. A profitable lie that's been massively overblown. Because in order to have a product to sell, they gotta exaggerate even the most minor improvements. You can't say to your victim, hey, look bro, this ain't gonna change anything tangible, anything concrete in your life, but still buy my program. Of course, you can't say that. You have guys like Clab who is selling looks maxing courses, which is fine. I am in favor of it, in favor of looks maxing. Fix what you can fix. I did it myself, but guys, is he being real and truthful on the effectiveness of it, on the results? In real life results, it is gonna bring to normie dudes, sub 6 dudes? I am not sure, bro.
I would say about like this year or yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was always just like in terms of like looks, but like I was still able to like get girls before then. Like when I was ascended and overweight and still acne ridden, like I was still doing fine. Like I had game, like I knew how to talk to girls, like it was no problem for me.
I mean, the guy is out there praising illegal drugs to his underage audience, mostly underage audience. When he admits himself, even before looks maxing, he was still getting girls. And guys, what is even funnier is, he's attributing his success prior to looks maxing not to his baseline looks level, but to his game. All of a sudden, when the narrative doesn't suit him, it is about game. It is about knowing how to talk to girls. It ain't about looks. Of course, man. It ain't profitable for him to say, dude, even when I wasn't doing any of that stuff I am selling to you, I was still pulling girls right and left. He ain't gonna tell you that. He ain't gonna tell you it is all about your genetic flaw, for most people at least. I was Justin Bieber lookalike, even before I did all that artistic stuff. It wasn't the looks maxing that got me girls. He ain't gonna tell you none of that. And even his acne was because he hopped on test at age 14. And now he's glorifying it. Glorifying snorting drugs, illegal drugs, taking testosterone shots to his mostly underage viewers. Kids with negligent parents. 14, 15-year-old kids who just don't know any better. Oh, I started taking tests at 14. Why wouldn't you want to be on them for your entire life, for the rest of your life? Guys, you're gonna remember I defended them. I actually defended them a couple months ago. I was saying it is the surgeries that are gonna make the real difference, not diet. I was talking positively about him. Guys, I am taking it back. I take it back.
To, basically suppress my appetite and try to get leaner. Try to lean.
Wait,
back.
so how are you not like tweaking right now? If you're
12-hour half.
Hey, do you lose appetite?
Yeah. Yeah, I was on a little bit of everything, to be honest, growing up. Test at 14 was like But it's a bit of a commitment, like in terms of, you're gonna have to be on steroids if you want to do them properly for forever. But I just think what I always tell people is, why wouldn't you want to be on something that's so good and so beneficial to your life forever? It doesn't make sense to me to see it any other way.
People are asking, are you going to be infertile? Do you worry about like having children?
So right now, I am infertile, but I'm not able to have a kid right now. But if I wanted to, there's a protocol I can put in place to be immediately good again.
Wait, why are you infertile right now?
It's just like a negative feedback loop when you're not needing to produce testosterone anymore, because your body realizes, okay, we're getting it from an exogenous
So you're not producing
source.
any testosterone naturally?
No.
I mean, at least Clev admits taking test is roiding. Hamza was straight up lying, oh, it is not steroids. Bro, what do you mean it ain't steroids? It is literally categorized as anabolic steroid. It is banned from competitions for a reason, bro. What do you mean it ain't steroids? The guy must be thinking Trembolone is the only steroid there is. At least Clev admits he's roiding and gonna have to be on them for life. But still, like, going on those big platforms, big streamers like Sneeko, Aiden Ross, glorifying drugs, illegal drugs, just to lose appetite, is a harmful course of action. Cause guys, I can guarantee you this, there will be at least some kids, impressionable 15-year-old kids watching Clev, who are gonna go and try that and ruin their entire lives. I am telling you this now, some kids watching him, the unfortunate end is gonna happen to them. Especially if they are overweight, insecure, struggling with losing weight. They are gonna have their lives ruined by Clev. This stuff right here, guys, him going on biggest platforms, biggest streamers, talking about all that stuff. Even if he ain't saying go do it directly, like, bro, these kids don't know any better. They are not Hunter Biden. They won't have the safety net and help Hunter Biden was able to get. This stuff right here, guys, is why I don't want to be associated with labels. Even though I am a looks maxer, yes, I got stuff done, I still don't want to be tied to these labels. Because I only want to be responsible for what I say. I don't know how to be responsible for something that a chuckle fuck said online. I don't know, bro. But back to the topic. I don't want to talk about Clev too much. The main topic of this video is the political victory of WGTOW. All I am gonna say about Clev is, bro, the Reaper is gonna come to collect. Now he's a teenager, guys. 19-year-old. Feels on the top of the world. No doubt, sure. Feels invincible, being on a concoction of different stuff 24/7. He's loving all the attention, social media attention, the money. But like, make no mistake, bro. There will be a price to pay in due time. You don't stay 19 forever. His views on life are gonna change. His body is gonna change. This concoction stuff catches up to you. The Reaper is also concocting something. Which concoction is stronger? We are gonna see. But back to the topic. As you may know, Mamdani, some ethnic guy with a sub-5 wife, has been elected mayor of New York. And the internet has been glazing his wife ever since. I mean, it is insane how much people are overrating her looks. I know Mamdani ain't much to look at either, 4 or 5 at best, but his wife is significantly lower than him. It is insane, like, this is the market now, guys. This is the market. You see all those women on social media expecting to find similar quality of man. They are like, hey, I also look like her. I deserve something like that too. Why didn't I get the same thing when I was on Hinge? You see all the praise she's getting for her looks. I mean, guys, just imagine. Imagine her male version. Imagine all the reaction he would have gotten. Her male version would have gotten. Just try to visualize a scenario where her male version is dating someone, Mayor, a movie actress that mugs him. The internet would have a meltdown. Oh, why are you giving ugly man a chance? He doesn't even deserve you. Oh, being a man is being on easy mode. Because there is no such a thing as an ugly man. Here is the proof. It is because of your personality, not because of your looks. He is broke, he is ugly, and yet he is dating an attractive mayor. That is what people would be saying, bro. If the roles were swapped, that's what they would be saying. I know this for a fact, bro.
And he had a comment here that I thought was very apropos to everything that's been going on recently. He said, you cannot easily ask a man to conserve and fight for a society from which he sees himself repeatedly excluded.
This is from Better Bachelor's recent video, guys, which is a crazy thumbnail and title, by the way. Oh, women are losing their minds because we are boycotting dating. I mean, this is such an insane cop, but you know, there is business as usual in the delusional MTOW circles. We are used to it. But when you look at the tweet on the screen, the first point, can't really read the socioeconomic landscape today, can't read the overall dating and social landscape. Bro, to you, maybe they are bad ideas. But to people voting for Mamdani, to WGTOW, they are actually good ideas. They are great ideas. The first point ain't why Mamdani is popular. The second point, however, is because young people are tired of this bullshit, man. This is really true, both men and women. I mean, they might be going in opposite directions, but they still want change. This is not exclusive to only America. The same is happening in Europe as well. The political gap has been widening between Gen Z men and women. The right goes further right, further away from neocons, and the left are going further left. This is true for Europe as well. And what is brutal is, right-wing women really ain't that different from left-wing women. If you judge them based on their lifestyle, their priorities, they are not. The data is already out when it comes to their life priorities. Female Trump voters are not much different from female Kamala voters. This is like Myron Gaines claiming that he's gonna get a traditional Muslim woman from a Middle Eastern country, when in reality all he's gonna get is feminism in hijab. Exact same with Trump voters. All you are gonna get is feminism in a MAGA hat. Doesn't matter Trump or Mamdani. Gen Z women, regardless of their political affiliation, don't consider having children or family in the top 5 of their life priorities. This holds true even for female Trump voters, bro. Doesn't matter left or right. They see being a stay-at-home mom as slavery. Only Trump-supporting Gen Z men have family and children at the top.
30, the game changes significantly at this point in life. At 30, the average man's sexual marketplace value exceeds the average woman's sexual marketplace value for the very first time, and it never goes back.
I hear people say, oh yeah, bro, our fathers were able to get a wife. Why not us? I think a lot of people don't comprehend what kind of life it was only 50 years ago. Bro, your father was born in an era when women literally couldn't even own a bank account without their husband's or father's signature, approval. Women didn't work back then, you know, the internet didn't exist. This was only like 1970s. I know it sounds surreal considering the current social landscape, but this was the situation only up until 1970s. And that is why you can never take boomers' advice seriously. Bro, when you were in the dating market, women couldn't even get a credit card. They couldn't even take out a loan. I ain't taking advice from you, bro, with all due respect. Dr. Taraban, for example, he still thinks men's SMV is higher than women's when they turn 30. Bro, say 1980s, when you were in the dating market.
You know, it's not the average everyday guy that's ignoring this woman. She is trying to date out of her league and she's getting ignored, or the guys just want to smash and not plan a date. If a woman wanted to date somebody that's her equal on whether it's income or looks or something else, I think a lot of men would be happy to take these women out. I get emails all the time from guys saying, dude, I try this, I go to the gym, I'm healthy, I'm, 5'10", 5'11", I can get no action out here anymore.
Which is why, exactly why, it is not MTOW winning. WGTOW has already won. Oh, women are unhappy about men not asking them out. Bro, they don't mean dudes who already checked out of the dating market. In fact, they are happy. They are happy that those dudes are out of their purview. Dudes that women complain about not approaching are not boycotting dating. They are just taken already or have much better options.
Although many women said they found being single lonely, they also typically said they would not consider anyone who did not tick these or similar boxes. In other words, my way or the highway, bring everything, or I just refuse to date at all.
Now that is real going your own way, the real version. applying to every single position, even positions you are overqualified for, and still getting rejected from all of them is not going your own way. That is not called employees going their own way. It is a woman who do the boycotting. And I don't really see this trend changing, guys. This WGTOW trend changing anytime soon. Women will just withdraw from the dating market if they can't find a dude meeting their expectations. It is just as simple as that, bro. And the data shows this too. The birth rates are nosediving. And guys, please don't say, oh, yeah, it is because of money. They don't have the resources. No, they do have the means. They do have it if they wanted to have children. Just look at which countries, which demographics have more children. Economy being brutal, sure, is one of the reasons. But the individualist life is the main driving factor behind birth rates falling down so fast and so hard. I mean, just look at the countries that provide the best benefits to women having children, promote it, preschooling, welfare, you name it. Still, their birth rates are even lower, bro, even lower than the countries that do not. So the reason is not money. The reason is WGTOW, the victory of WGTOW. And this ain't gonna change anytime soon because they don't need the average man's resources anymore. Some normal job ain't gonna get you much.
What I don't like, what I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. It's just, those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey, I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny between, that's just my thing.
Like, Akash is the extreme. Like, Akash only dates brown.
Oh, okay.
Akash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
So
Indian
this
woman.
is like loyal through and through.
Okay.
I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
And a lot of the shit is just childish.
Guys, just as I was making this video, something brutal, something really tough has happened. Like, even if you get the money, even if you get the status, you can still lose. We just seen what happened to Akash, you know, the social media comedian, podcaster. You probably seen it already, since it's been going viral. He got into a fight with Myron Gaines. He was trying to clown Myron, and then Myron pulled the receipts from his wife's podcast. He was trying to attack, clown Myron, and then Myron did the unforgivable, bro. He pulled the receipts. Receipts that most people didn't know, since his wife is no name, is not known by anybody. Her podcast ain't watched by anybody. People didn't know, but now they do. Sometimes you gotta know when to be silent, bro. I wonder if Akash is questioning his decision to make that tweet attacking Myron. He tried to attack Myron, calling his opinions childish. But the internet is ruthless. They are gonna go and find.
His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
One person in the relationship, whoever cares less has the leverage, and we want the guy to always care less. We want the man to always have the leverage.
Childish as
and you guys might not like hearing that.
Childish.
Thank you guys for being on the Main Character Pod. We love you. We hate you.
I guess
we respect
we
you.
love you, but I actually love you and want to fuck all of you.
The dude has been silent ever since. His last post on Twitter, on social media, was that attack post on Myron. Since then, he's been tagged a million times, a billion times on social media. People are saying stuff, and he ain't saying anything back. He hasn't replied yet. I mean, it is just tough, man. No matter how you look at it, it is tough. Because, like, what can you say, realistically? No matter what he says, people are not gonna take him seriously. They just won't. I think he knows, even if he tries to cope, oh bro, those comments were just jokes. She didn't mean any of it. People are not gonna take it seriously, bro. And I believe he knows this too.
She just says everything she's feeling at whatever moment. Why are you so combative? What's this about? God damn, stop fighting with me all the time. And then I was like, oh no, she just lets it out and she's free. All these little social niceties that we all do where we just lie, and she'll do it a little bit. For the most part, she's not. You're going to know how she feels, and that's what it is.
I love that.
Imagine, guys, you make decent money, you got status, and you are still not respected by your wife. by your wife for whom you provide everything. You do everything.
I work 335 days a year. I'm so blessed to do what I do. This is not a complaint. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things.
This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
It is just, what can you even say? Like, okay, with money, you can get into a marriage. That is how most people get married anyway. You can do it too, even with a, 50, 60K a year job. If you are willing to lower your standards hard enough, you can do it. Like, it is not that impossible if you go lower and lower. You can do it, but even then, there is not a W. Most women are not gonna be like her. They won't voice those opinions, but just look at those couples, bro. You can see the signs. Even if she doesn't say stuff like that, even if she keeps it to herself, they are living a lie. There is no real attraction. There is no respect. Because if you really respected them, you wouldn't say those stuff. You wouldn't utter those comments. You can't say anything. You can say you respect them, but the truth is laid bare out in the open for everyone to see. I will see you guys in the next video.